Welcome back. It's time now to speak to a professional mixed martial arts athlete, a fighter, Faizan Khan from Kashmir, who is living in Islamabad. He's 25 years old. He's been training for 8 years, and he's been a pro for 6, and he's done tremendously well. His nickname is the Grenade, and Faizan is undefeated in his professional career with a record of 4-0 victories, and has won various international MMA matches in Malaysia, Philippines, and Thailand, and we're lucky to have him here in the studio. Faizan, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Happy Independence Day.
Thank you so much, Gauhar. Same to you.
I want to start from the beginning here. I always like to do this. Of course, we'll talk about, the kind of your victories and the kind of work that you had to put into them. Why mixed martial arts, though? How did it all begin?
I would say I used to play all the sports when I was in school. I used to play football and like all the sports that involve healthy activities, especially, and I got into mixed martial arts when I saw my friend Ulumi. He used to train so this was a bit new to me. I just joined for fitness so that, I can stay in shape, and the passion, it just keep getting bigger and bigger, and just I went pro 1 year after my training. And since
Where
then,
did you train?
I train at Fight Fortress. I'm still training there. It's the only mixed martial arts authentic gym in Pakistan, and that's where I train. Yes.
So you put in 8 years of work. So you were a teenager.
Yeah, I was 17 when I started.
So when you started, I mean, did you ever think that you'd be sitting here on a sports show with a massive belt right here in the middle and all these medals? Was that the goal, or did it just, as you were training, it just all started coming together?
I think it all just came in. I never thought, the time when I started mixed martial arts, there was no scope. Like nobody even now, people don't know. There's not much awareness about the sport in Pakistan.
Well, we'll get to that. There's a clip here. There's a clip here of you fighting an Indian chap. This is in Malaysia,
yeah,
I
that's
understand.
in Malaysia, yes.
And you managed to get the better of him, and you can see. I mean,
yeah, I got the knockout.
You can see how quick you are. He doesn't look too bad as well. Just tell us about this game.
Susovan Ghosh, he's a very talented athlete, and he's a very good fighter. This was my first international fight and my first international exposure out of Pakistan. And although Susovan Ghosh has been fighting in one championship, which is Asia's biggest fight promotion, but I knocked him out in the first round, and I think I got the victory for Pakistan, and it's a big achievement for me.
How nervous were you going into this?
I was very nervous because this was the first time any Pakistani is stepping into an international mixed martial arts cage. So I had a lot of pressure too, because all of my friends and family, they were all counting on me. So, but when I managed to knock him out, I was really happy.
So that victory, I mean, before I get to, after you won, obviously you managed to gain a great deal of confidence, but you talked about being nervous. Now, sometimes it can go wrong when you're nervous. But, there's a way. I mean, there's a way, especially when you're an athlete, you find a way to be able to cope with those nerves and use it to your advantage. And I'm sure that's what you did. Can you just talk us through that?
Being an athlete, and especially being in a mixed martial arts fight, it involves a lot of pressure, because you have the risk of getting hit. Yeah, you get the other guy is there to hit you, and he's there to hurt you. So the nervousness is always there. But as an athlete, that's what you learn every day in training. When you're training, you have to calm your nerves. You have to stay collected and execute a game plan. And that's what I was able to do, and that's how I got the victory.
It may sound like a childish question, but I'm curious. I mean, when you're in the ring, do you ever get scared that this guy could hurt you? Or can you not allow yourself to be scared?
The only thing that you're scared of is not performing up to your level.
Right.
So you're scared of yourself, not the other guy. That's the only fear I have.
I guess with training and preparation, you get over the fear of being hit, because that's going to happen. It's just about it's about trying to win.
It's what we do every day. We get hit in the face every day, so it's not nothing new for us.
And then after that, after your victory against the Indian fighter, you gained a lot of confidence, and you're undefeated. So I'm sure going forward, you're going to use that to your advantage, and you're making a name for yourself.
Of course. I'm signed with One Warrior Series, which is One Championships Contender Series. They're basically the president of One Championship, which is the biggest organization in Asia for mixed martial arts promotions. They've signed me to a reality TV show, and I'll be representing Pakistan, and I'm going to be fighting in October next, in 11th of October.
Be specific, a reality TV show.
It's basically Rich Franklin, who's the president of one championship. He's going out on a hunt to recruit the best fighters in Asia. So he's going into all the countries, Thailand, Malaysia, and they're all documenting it as a travel as well as a sports reality TV show. So I'm a part of it, and I'm going to be making my appearance on October 11th, inshallah.
Well, that sounds really exciting. You must be very excited about that.
Yeah, of
sounds
course
like
I
a
am.
massive opportunity, Faizan.
This is a very big opportunity for me because this is my chance to win a contract to one championship, which is a very big global stage, and it's the biggest MMA promotion in Asia and the second biggest in the whole world. So it's my dream.
Your nickname is the Grenade?
Yeah, they call me the Grenade.
Why? How did that come about?
My coach at the Sham Kareem gave me this name. Like he gives names to all his fighters. I look small in size, and when I enter the cage, I just explode. So I think that's where the name comes from.
No, I mean, I'm looking at clips here. You're very, very quick. Is that something? Are you just naturally fast, or is this something that you trained for, or a bit of both?
A bit of both, yes. I train to be fast. The training it's all about focusing on how fast you can be, how fast you can react to situations, and I think that's always played to my advantage.
When you enter a ring, what's the most important thing to have in your mind? I mean, I would imagine that when you're going in, you mentioned sometimes you get nervous and there's a lot of clutter there. So I'm sure you have some sort of a technique to sort of shut it all out,
Yeah,
and
of course.
just focus on specific things.
What I do before a fight is I always go into a fight with a game plan. So I know what I'm going to do in the first round, I know what I'm going to do in the second, and I know what I'm going to do in the third round. And if the plan fails, what's my plan B? So before the fight, I'm just thinking about that. So the more you think about your game plan, the more focused you are, and that's how you can execute the fight. You can lead the fight at your own pace.
How much of this is about instinct, mixed martial arts? Because you see, again, I'm a cricket expert. I don't know much about mixed martial arts. I'd love to get into it. I mean, just for my fitness, it seems absolutely wonderful. But I was reading somewhere that as a batsman, before a test match, you prepare for hours and hours in the nets. You get all the throwdowns that you need, and then of course you come up with a plan. You devise a plan to face specific bowlers. And yes, you can go in with that, but sometimes, when there's a certain ball that's been bowled, you have to go with your gut. You have to go with your instinct. If you've told yourself, look, I'm not going to drive the ball, sometimes the ball will be there to drive, and you should just go for it. You shouldn't let your plans going into the game affect your instincts.
Of course. This always happens in a fight. In mixed martial arts, it's called fight IQ. The fight IQ is basically how quick you can react to a situation when you're in the fight. So in mixed martial arts, for a fight, we train according to game plan, according to the opponent. We see what his strengths are and what my strengths are, and we try to exploit his weaknesses. But of course, in a situation where you have to react in like split seconds, so there comes the fight IQ, there comes your instinct, how quick you can react, how quick you can change your game plan to the situation that you're facing at the moment.
You talked about mixed martial arts in Pakistan, the lack of awareness. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Lack of awareness because mixed martial arts is the fastest growing sport in the world, and in Pakistan still people are not really aware of that. It's probably because of the media only focusing on cricket. I would like to mention that.
I regret giving the cricket example. No, you're absolutely right. I say it all the time. It's true.
Yeah.
It is true. And
There are
it's
a lot
something that we need to fix.
There are a lot of other sports that people are into, and they're actually winning and actually bringing victories and making a name for Pakistan. So I think the media should be highlighting that.
Absolutely, but it's our job to do that, and that's what's going to help you, and it's going to help you achieve star power. You're going to gain more confidence through that, and that's how you're going to win more tournaments, more big titles. When you sort of get a name for yourself, when you feel like you're being noticed, more people are watching you, people are taking an interest, your fighting career will improve. You're absolutely right, but there are also ways to help yourself. Like now we've got social media. Social media is our best friend.
True,
You know,
that's
TV is, I mean, people won't like me saying this, TV is slowly becoming outdated.
Yes.
It's all about social media
That's
now.
true.
So you've got, I'm sure you have an Instagram account.
Of course.
You've got Facebook, you've got Snapchat. When you go abroad, use that to your advantage.
Of course, I would also like to mention that people should follow my Instagram and Facebook. It's called Faizan Khan on Facebook, and it's Faizan Khan Sud on Instagram. So do that, please.
Faizan, we're about to wrap up, but before I do, the central theme of this show has been about hard work and managing to win against the odds. That's why the first segment was about Pakistan's Champions Trophy win. I'm sure you follow cricket a
Yeah, of
little
course,
bit. You knew that Pakistan were in a lot of trouble, but we went on to win. We did that in the 92 World Cup. We did that in the 2009 T20 World Cup. It's a general theme with not just Pakistan cricket, but Pakistan. We seem to come back very strongly when we're in trouble, and we've managed to do that because of hard work, because we haven't given up. Now, all your medals here, they just didn't come like that. You worked your tail off to achieve all this. So I'd like you to tell our viewers how much preparation and work you had to put in to achieve all this, and how much more you have to do to achieve more. Final thought, Faizan, then we're going to wrap up.
Any sport requires discipline, and specifically for mixed martial arts, you have to be very disciplined. You have to watch your diet, you have to watch your training routine, and I also manage my training with my studies. So it's been hard, but it's been the best thing that I've done. I think I've invested my time in something great, and I love to do it, and I'll continue to do it as long as I can.
You're doing very well, Faizan. You've made us proud, and you're going to go on. I mean, I can tell you're going to go on to do wonderful things, and God bless you. Keep working hard, and I'm sure you'll continue to do very, very well.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you so much,
Independence
Gauhar.
Day.
Happy
Thank you
Independence
for
Day to you
coming on
too.
the show.
Thank you so much.
That's all we have time for. Keep watching Sports Extra on PTV World. See you next time. Bye-bye.